No pinchy pinchy today. I got my green on. Who cares? Who cares? um, I do want to talk about this device here. This is a very, very expensive. It's high end. It is called a third eye warmer. So in case you're having trouble seeing with your third eye, you can put this on and just kind of warm it up, and then eventually, like, let it out like that. It works. I can sell you these for 12 easy monthly installments of $500 each, and then you'll get the warmer at the end of once all the money is in. That's not true. None of that's true. Hello, I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip, where we're doing some tarot as a way to tell you that you are loved and worthy of love, and hopefully give you something to think about and make your day. And then, yeah, as we all navigate this stuff, this life stuff, I do love you. I do love you. That's for real. And I know your heart loves me. If you can't say it, say it yet. I know your heart loves my heart. They're heart friends. Hello, heart friend. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, tarot. I've got a deck of cards. I'm shuffling. Oh, look, fire horse on the bottom. It's just, it's and the fool. Like you're starting. Oh, baby. We are 1 month in to the fire horse. If today's was that the 17th? Was it 17th of February? Or was it the 27th? No, it's 17th. So we're 1 month in, and have you felt it? Like, I felt it. Have you felt it? Stuff is happening. I'm doing stuff. Oh man. Okay, and last thing about me. I am starting to become a gardener. This year I'm gonna be a gardener, and I know I'm not gonna be. I will garden. It will be a thing that I do. I will not be a gardener, right? So if my crops fail, I am not a failure. I'm a person with some failed crops. Anyway, I'm playing around with making my own little seed starter soil mix, and I think I said this yesterday, and I planted mint first because that's the earliest one, and to time it with our last frost and whatever here in this area, and I have my first little tiny little sprout. So this morning, it's so adorable. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Okay, let's get to cards. Ready, set. You know what? I kind of want to do the traditional. The tradition. Are my notes handy? Or did I move them somewhere? Oh no. Hold on. Don't panic. Well, I will panic. You know what? I know just what to do in this situation. Panic! Ah! Just kidding. I have a backup. I have the book. I didn't want to use the book because I know I have to turn around in the book. But this little hindsight, insight, foresight thing that the deck comes with, it takes us some interesting places. All right, before I get started, Spirit, raise us. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have done it with that shoulder. This one's better. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Okay. These cards are energies. What if it triggers you in a good way, that means you're on the right path, maybe. If it triggers you in a funky way, maybe it's something to think about. And if you don't get any triggers, it's nothing. It's not for you. It's not for you. Okay. What do we got? We got hindsight. Is that a 7? It's a 7 of Pentacles. Some energy of like reconsidering where you're going. Have you been in a thoughtful, like, hey, this isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. How is this working out? I feel like I should give him more credit, more time. nothing's going bad. Nothing was going bad, bad, bad. Just, is this what I want? Is this what I want? Now that you got it, is it what you want? Grass, is the greener? Is it really truly greener? All right. It's just the energy. It's just the energy. Where are you now? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Two of Cups. Feels like a union of some sort. A union. Part of my mind wants to say reunion, but union. You know, I feel like I do these in batches. Like they come in and it's like, this is all about letting it go. And this is all about healing that one thing. And it's like 4 or 5 days of it. And lately, this has been about healing a relationship, or you know what I mean? Or a healthy relationship or something with a relationship right now. And it's from help a friend to talking heart to heart to like something's going on. So that's where you're at now. There's some tending to a relationship or healing that's happening. And foresight, 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. We're surrounded by pentacles. We got the 7 and the 8. And it feels like, okay, just getting down, like deciding on the next thing and getting down on it, you know? And whatever this next thing is seems, dare I say, logical? Like, is it logical? I'm feeling logical, step by step. Wow. None of this feels lost. Excuse me. Here, let me get this up here for you. So we started with this one. Like, hey, reconsidering. Are you reconsidering a relationship? Are you working on a relationship? Like, okay, that's interesting. Like, hey, if the center thing, and we're talking about a relationship, and maybe you spent some time pondering it, and it feels like you've already come up to your decision, right? You've already come up to your decision. You thought about it. You could put kind of the Hanged Man in here, but there's something with the Pentacles, you know, because it came back with Pentacles. So here you are. Now, I mean, let's focus here. Let's focus here. This might be a good one to put in the thing, you know, but I have to look good when I do it too, because a lot of times I look like this. And I don't like that. So we're talking about coming together in a healed way. Isn't this pretty much kind of the symbol of the medical symbol, the 2 snakes coming around? Hermetic? Is that right? There is a healing going on. And because you've already, this is the past. You've already decided, and you're ready to work on it. Work on it. I'm super curious about this relationship part, because who is it? It could be a person. It could be your relationship to, maybe it is to work. You know, like, hey, like maybe there was something with your job or the way you were working that just wasn't satisfying. It wasn't, not satisfying. Satisfying is almost the wrong word. It wasn't fulfilling. There we go. It wasn't fulfilling, maybe in the way that it was. Maybe the grace period is over. Like, hey, it was all kind of fun and games as it was new, and now I'm starting to see the cracks. Gosh, I mean, that could apply to anything, right? Like any relationship or job, or even a hobby. Like, I know a serial hobbyist who finds, you know, photography, and just like buys everything for photography, and within a few months, 6 months, is kind of like, okay, done. DJ, you know, and get all the stuff to be a DJ, and or whatever it is. Why did I go there? Why did I go there? Oh, the serial hobbyist. Oh, is running out, like reconsidering what you're working on. But that is the past. You're done. You've made up your mind. At some level, you've made up your mind, whether you've admitted it to yourself or not. Scratchy, scratchy. Um, Scratching is a confirmation, man. Like, so is burping, but I haven't drank my water yet. Bless this water. That worked. I feel so blessed. All right, all right, all right. Let's get back to work. Well, let's see where this is going. So, desire, challenge, and solution. So maybe in this realm, if this is feeling like your relationship to your life's work, or your what you're doing out there, or if this is a lover, or if it's your relationship with yourself or with spirit, which come on now. Yeah, you've decided. We're gonna go forward. We're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on this step by step with no rush, no anxiety, no whatever. And maybe these are the pieces that have been worked on, and you're just working on the next one. And guess what? There's one more waiting to work on. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's like, hey, these are these things we've pinned to the wall, and I'm gonna take them down, look at them one by one, work on them, and I'll put them here, as I stack them up. Either way. Either way. He's got those soft shoes. He's wearing that leather apron, or not apron, but like an upper body apron thing to protect him from the heat of the metal. So if you're working on this, so that just drew my attention. For real, for real. Okay, I'm not just joking around. Not just joking around. You guys need to take this more serious. So even though he's sitting there, decided to work on it and whatever, he's not exposing himself to like the problems of it, right? So like if it's metal work and is it slag? Is that what it's called? Like if you're using cutting torch and you're cutting metal or welding or whatever, drips of metal spark and fall and whatever. And it's nice to wear some leathery things and a helmet to protect yourself from all that. But you're not like closing your heart. You're just protecting yourself from the fallout, right? Like that fallout energy doesn't need to be given much credence. Is that right? Is that the right word? Credence? Attention? All right, all right. So now it's desire. The end of something. The end of something. Challenge. Judgment. Interesting. And the solution? Oh, okay, okay. So that. There's something you would like to have be done with. There's a word that I wanted to use that rhymes with ill, that you want it off, you want to ill it off. But I'm gonna start editing my language a little bit so these videos get spread. Edit those keywords without editing the message in any way. So you want to ill off something in your life. And the challenge is the judgment card. The challenge is the judgment card. At first, my first thought was that the word judgment, like you're fighting judgment. You're fighting the judgment of the other or yourself, or or the situation or outside. But that's the tip of the iceberg. What's really happening is not waiting, But like awakening is, you're kind of waiting on an awakening. Like, this isn't for me, is it? Oh, the challenge is, as much love as there is, whether it's your purpose or a person or whatever, there is a mismatch of energy, right? There's an apparent mismatch of energy that is keeping you from both being on the same page, right? Like, I don't want to use the word awake, but one of you understands their personal path clearer. I'm assuming it's you because you're a groovy cat that hangs out with me, and that's what I am, man. I'm like so enlivened and awakened and elevated and heightened and no, I'm just kidding. I'm just a dude wearing a tie on his head, man. Don't worry, it's not a $6,000 tie. You guys, I was joking about that. But if you already sent the check, you know what? I will send you this tie. All right. So anyway, but the solution is it comes up with the lovers. And what was I talking about? This heart-to-heart love and seeing past the swords and the shields and getting to the core of it, getting to it. It. Do you see it? Do you feel it? You feeling it? And just as a side note, both of these cards had nakeds on them, and I clothed them, sadly. But I am aware of how I'm editing, as I go, and I'm doing it intentionally, purposefully, and without compromising the message. Oh, you wanted a little shuffle, did you, Spirit? You wanted another one? Okay. All right. You know what? This deck was so hard to shuffle at first. I wasn't used to the extra longness. And now it just feels so good compared to all the other new decks. I'm like, they're so stiff. They're so something. Okay. What do we got? All right. So it's you alone, then them alone, and then the two of you together. You alone. Queen of Pentacles. Nice. That's you built them alone. Seven of Wands. They're starting to get the upper hand. The two of you together. Oh my goodness. All right, let's talk about this, shall we? I'm gonna put this deck down. Queen of Pentacles. So you're leading the way on this thing. You've climbed. You've ascended to a lofty place. Confirmation burp. Good job. I know they talk about her being like creating a comfortable home, and whatever, because Pentacles is stuff, earthly stuff, and this extreme feminine energy. I mean, Queen of the minor arcana, Kana Konono, she's got it together, and the being, the feminine is the being. And so they talk about how she creates a beautiful home and a very inviting place for people to come in. And yeah, so to me, in this situation, that feels like you are keeping a soft heart. Like you've created the soil for these plants to survive, for the plants to sprout, right? Or for the love, the ideas, the talk that you have to have. You create the environment for it. The person you're dealing with is still working their way there. They're still working, but look, they're getting a toehold. It's not the 5 chaos, right? It is, hey, I'm on my way. I've got a few last things to fight off. But the two of you together, look at that. That feels like a real nice balance of the inner world, the outer world. This thing, the solution to it feels like it's bigger than a pros and cons list. All right, it's bigger than a pros and cons list. There, your list, if you're gonna make one, if if thou shalt make a list, it'll be about the feeling. It's not about facts. This is about the feeling, the sensing it, the the knowing that will happen when you guys treat each other so beautifully, gently, lovingly, accepting, and really, oh man, I still don't know because it feels like I'm going through the Rolodex of things that this could be, and it feels like all of it. It feels like a personal relationship, like a romantic, you know, partnership relationship. It feels like a job relationship, like not a job, sorry, like calling, career. It also feels like it could be between you and spirit, you know, that coming together, that thing where it's like, yes, it's spirit and you, but you know, you're closing that gap. That this is definitely closing the gap. And I feel like whatever this is, it's definitely bigger than earthly, right? Oh, there's some terms that I'm not comfortable with out there because I don't understand them all the way. Uh, but this definitely feels like whatever this relationship, and you've got it in your head, right? More than I understand. You've got it in your head, and what Spirit is saying is um, that love is the thing that's gonna bring this together, but it's also like it's gonna get rid of a lot of the junk. It's gonna bring you closer, you two closer. And I just lost it. I was talking and I lost it. Oh man. Okay, well let's see what's next here. The situation, the do and the don't do. Okay, I like this. I like where this is going. The situation, 8 of Swords. So maybe this is what the person is going through. You know, kind of you can see them kind of trapped themselves, you know, and hard on themselves and all that stuff. Or looking at the news and just like thinking, oh, this is awful, 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 awful. The world is on fire. Instead of looking out their window and going, man, people are just doing people, you know, they're just doing their thing. So, but there's just these thoughts that are negative. And maybe all 8 swords ain't yours. Maybe all 8 swords ain't yours. Maybe 2 of these are yours and 6 of them are theirs. You know? You know? So do Ace of Wands. And don't do 2 of Pentacles. Oh, it's time to make up your mind. This is saying do, and this is saying don't do. All right? This is definitely, you know what? It's time to pick a side and go and go with it. If this is gonna be a healthy relationship, decide it and go put your 8 of Pentacle work in, right? Now I'm being bossy, but this is the don't do. Like yeah, it's time to make up your mind, and you've got all the tools to make up your mind and figure out where you're going. You're listening to your intuition. You understand the discernment, and you know you're making the decision for your best possible good. So Ace of Wands, this is the do. I want to read the Ace of Wands because I don't want to miss a thing. Like inner fire, inner inspiration, like listening to yourself, you know, like, yeah. When a cloud forms itself into a hand and then gives you a big old wand, that's probably important. Ace of Wands. Cups. Wait. Cups, Pentacles, Wands. Ace of Wands. The wellspring of desire leading to the road of adventure. Authentic energy, passion, originality, brilliance. Okay. Authentic energy. Yeah, so this process is going to be, dare I say, adventurous. And it's going to be exciting and adventurous, but it's like, bring your true self, bring your authentic self to it, your authentic energy. Yeah. You already feel passionate about this. I don't have to say passion, but you know, maybe there were little things that popped up or grew over time or grew apart or faded or annoyed. And this is saying you've got what it takes to get in there and fix it. Not fix it, you know what I mean, but like feel into it and have it operate. The energies match up. Oh, the energies matching up. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. So this really is about getting your energies to match up. Man, I gotta leave it there. Because it's taken a long time. But I think I did you good. I don't think I rushed any cards. Sometimes I'd be like, I'm wasting time. Ay. But, you know, Spirit puts that in me as well. Oh my gosh, speaking of how it works, I do a little talk to Spirit before, just saying, you know, use me in your best way, what interest, whatever, however people need, you know, and for some reason, some of you like a message through a goofy person. I'm your guy. So, but yesterday, there was a comment that was just so beautiful about loving partnership, and I was just floored by it. It was you know, it's about that long of a paragraph, you know, in comment section, and it was so all encompassing, and the author of the comment gave me a little credit for the inspiration, and I'll take it. You know, if it comes to money, I'll take my 10%. But then said it flowed, and I was like, I said, Spirit is using us like a pinball game, you know, like ding, 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 and to get messages across. So I feel like I kind of wanted to like, what's that called? Screenshot it and then say it out here. But then I would have had to write it down because I used my phone to record, and I just didn't want to do it. But yeah, it was in the last video. I can't remember what it was called, but our last reading. And yeah, super great. That sounds like an encouragement to go check out my videos. Don't do it. Oh, but I would encourage you to give me a like. That would be nice. If you made it this far, you probably already did. And if you made it this far, you're probably already a subscriber. But if you're not, and you vibed all the way this way, if you vibe, subscribe, baby. If you vibe, subscribe. I'm going to start saying that right at the beginning. If you vibe, subscribe. Anyway, but other than that, I love you, and I want you to have a wonderful day. Every single day, I want you to have a wonderful day. All right, goodbye.